Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dear scholars, Assalamu alaikum. This is Dr. Ijaz Ahmad Tatla with course Quality Management in Education for PhD in Education program, Spring 2020. You know, the course code of this course is 7117. In formal classroom, I do remember we have connected two classes and I have introduced you with the course outline in detail. Accordingly, I have made a weekly plan and divided this course outline that is comprised of 10 units. It has been managed to be covered within 15 to 16 weeks. You can see it has been divided into weekly plan. For example, first week, the first whole unit almost completely will be delivered. But the content of second unit, that is about history of quality, is too long, so it has been divided in 3 weeks. Accordingly, third unit is also long, and that is about total quality management in education. Therefore, it has also been divided into two portions and will be covered during 2 weeks. So you can see till 16th week we had to cover all the content of this course. In last week, that is in 16th week, the topic is emerging trends in quality assurance. I would like to conduct a seminar on emerging trends in quality assurance because I have advised you to choose topics from this course outline and keeping in mind the quality standards taken into consideration by Higher Education Commission Pakistan as well as international quality standards. I have been receiving email from you. You selected the topics, those were finalized, and I advised you to prepare introduction after going through at least 10 articles from the relevant field. My plan was to make you able to prepare a term paper, a research paper till the 16th week reach. So you are advised to keep that process with zeal and zest. Make sure, as I guide you and as I advise you, you conduct a research as a mock practice, and those research papers prepared by you will be shared in this seminar. It is graded and will be evaluated, and you will be given marks as per sessional assessment. So the major assignment from my side, that is for 20 marks, including PowerPoint presentation and assignments and quizzes. Time to time, we have to conduct. It's all inclusive in this term paper or research paper. So out of 20 marks, you will be evaluated in this seminar. So get ready, buckle the shoes, have pace with energy. You have to do this work. It will make you able to conduct the research. It is preparation for you to write thesis, to write article, and so on. I hope you will do it in due time. Now, I have to discuss with you uh, today's content or lecture. So today's lecture is about quality management in education, and I mean education, teacher education. We have to cover the agenda over here. Uh, we will be learning about the concept of quality, understanding of quality, means of quality, definition of quality, and quality management, process of quality management, as well as the different perspectives of quality management. These perspectives are 6 in number. We will discuss them in detail. That is all about this first day agenda. When we speak about concept of quality, comes in our mind that one should have to meet with the specifications. I am used to quote the examples. Quality is only to meet with the set standards. What do quality inspector do? Quality measuring agency do? They look into the product and have a list of standards and specifications. If the list of specifications match with that product's characteristics, then they tick good. Its quality is fine. Otherwise, if the specifications are missing and characteristics of that product does not meet with those specifications, those parameters, those standards which have earlier been conveyed to the producer who is making that production, then failure is low quality, poor quality, bad quality. So generally in our mind, in mind of any human being, whenever we say the quality, it means to meet the standards, to meet the devised specifications, to meet the criteria that was in advance conveyed for any producer. Moreover, meeting the customer needs, it's very important. If the production does not meet the customer need, so there is no quality. Customer needs are the priority. Uh, it's the market basically. The products are always being meant for market. If they have market orientation, they are absorbed in the market. People like that. People accept that. So their sale is at peak due to their quality. Transparency of service delivery. When the things are made, when the production is ready, so service delivery from that producer, from that institution, from that organization, whichever is working on the production, there must be transparency. Process control, intake, working, experiment, mm, management, going on activities, and finally up to the delivery time. All this process must be controlled, must be inspected through some controller, through some inspector. Achieving desired results. So whatever the objective, whatever the uh, defined result, it should be met. Continuous improvement, competitive advantage, add value for the society. Quality also makes it convenient. It is strict on this. Through this process, every product which is supposed to come in market should be competitive advantage, under competitive advantage, and it should be a value addition towards society. Moreover, with all these things and requirements, prices also matters. It should be according to the cost effectiveness, and its performance should be measurable. It should be accurate. It should be maximum delivery in less price, in less resources. Fruitfulness, its fruitfulness is needed up to the apex, and it satisfies the stakeholders. For example, in education system, most of the education institutions are famous due to their delivery system, due to their quality education. So the stakeholders, the parents, students, society, teachers, all these stakeholders should be satisfied. Teacher in terms of their salary package, their workload, their working hours, parents in terms of fee payments and processes, and the students towards the content, currency of content, and its market orientation. So doing the right things, doing things right, doing the right things right. So quality is doing the right things right. All this I have discussed, I have shared with you, make a concept of quality. All these things combinedly make a unique word, unique thing. That is quality. Um, most of the people have its own definition of quality. They consider quality into their own perspective. The general perspectives kept in mind while asking for quality are as under. Number one, there should be perfection, consistency, eliminating waste, speed of delivery, compliance with policies and procedures, doing it right the first time, not after different mistakes, not after different defaults, the first time right, delighting or pleasing customers. You know, in brand hotels you visit, after your lunch and dinner, they present a card to you and ask for your comments. What is that thing? They need your pleasingness. When you comment their service is good, food is good, sitting environment is good, so they assess their quality and rate themselves. Finally, with this competition, in the result of this competition, those restaurants uh, enhance their ranking are uh, so far. Total customer satisfaction and service. These 8 components, these 8 perspectives combinedly make the concept of quality. What quality is? Quality is an attribute. ये एक परताव है चीजों का. How things explicitly looks and how implicitly they perform. If both are combined, if both are working good, then people say it have quality. Fitness for purpose. That means it suits the people. That is suitable for consumer, suitable for uh, producer, suitable for the organization, people. In all, it should be suitable. For all the stakeholders. It has a pragmatic interpretation as the non-inferiority or superiority of something. Pragmatic interpretation. Uh, it means that competition is there, but without any superiority or inferiority towards progression, towards modern need of the time, need of the hour. The things should meet the need of the hour. Then it can be said that that is of quality. Quality is perpetual, conditional. What is condition? The basis, the factors, the components, the characteristics which are related with quality. Subjective attribute may be understood differently by different people. So when we see the objects, the things, the subjects in are things in different components, so people can express it differently according to their own understanding, their own vision, their own knowledge. But as a whole, in total, it also has its attributes. Meaning of quality, producer's perspective and in consumer's perspective. So for any of the thing, service, medicine, fruit, grocery, vehicles, environment, housing, whatever the things are in use of the human being in daily life, including education, system of education, at all levels, it have two, two main components. One, producer's perspective, and second is the consumer's perspective. Producer's perspective is independent. It looks into the market, have some need analysis, make some specifications according to need of the consumer. So quality conformance, producer make productions, make specifications, its cost, and conform the all parameters. And what consumers do, there is quality design. So this side is used for marketing. Production comes in the market, and people have access to that production. They they observe its quality characteristics, usefulness, and its price. So if it fits for the consumer, they use, they purchase. So that is all about the meaning of quality. Quality management. There are the four phases in quality management. Number one, planning, assurance, control, and improvement. It's a cyclic process. It does not stop at any stage. It's an ongoing process all the time. People are concerned, people are working on it and reviewing their results for improvement, and make sure it should be assured, the specification should be assured, and have control on the process. Number one, quality planning. It is implemented a means of developing the system and process needed to meet the expectations of consumers. And quality assurance, it is implemented as means of providing enough confidence that is required to achieve the goal for a system. This error prevention is done through systematic measurements, comparisons with standards, and monitoring of process. So what is being done in quality assurance phase? The product has been compared with the specifications, and it is measured systematically. It is compared with the standards. If it meets the standards, then quality is assured. Otherwise, not assured. Quality control. It is implemented as a man of fulfilling quality requirements, reviewing all factors involved in production. Quality control is focused on the process output. Interestingly, I must say, I must quote an example of weaving mill. There is machines are working, different type of thread is being used for weaving and knitting. The machine runner, mechanic, and his senior, both are looking after. There never be any slot empty with the thread that makes rough that cloth. So they stop it. The person have control on the machine to stop whenever he or she observe that any of the thread is broken. Quality improvement. It is implemented as a mean of providing mechanism for evaluation and improvement of process in the light of their efficiency, effectiveness, and flexibility. So when uh, planning has been done, quality has been assured, and is controlled, finally, after a review, they seek for any improvement if needed. quality concern to the teacher education program, because this quality management we have to study in the context of teacher education. That is why I must discuss here the quality concerns towards the teacher education program. Any of the teacher education program uh, have the following concerns. Number one, material sources. Infrastructure such as building, equipment, library, books, laboratory, playground, all these are the material sources. They should be appropriate, novel, having good efficiency, and up to date. Human resources. It's the major concern. The teacher, student, parent, administration, representatives of the society, they should be on the same page. If they have different experiences and different thoughts and different objectives, the unanimous objective, the core objective of the organization will never meet. So to meet the common objective, the effort of all these people, all these stakeholders should be put into practice. Financial resource. Important factors to improve quality depends on socio-economic status, background of the society. All are called the input source in quality management to get outcomes. So, socioeconomic status of teachers, socioeconomic status of students, socioeconomic status of parents, even of the institution, because all are from the society. So they have input towards quality. If they have required facilities, required finances, they can manage the quality. So if till now we have discussed about the concept, meaning, components, definitions of the quality. Now I have to share with you the perspectives of quality management. There are 6 perspectives of quality management. Number 1, transcendent perspective. It's basically judgmental. People judge the excellence of the management quality. So to achieve the excellence in that very much field, in that very much production, the producers have to provide the excellent things for the use of consumer. So on the feedback of consumer is also this judgment can be made. Productive perspective. Quantity of product attributes. Up to what extent the number of those that production is made. Very simple example in our education institutions is that according to educational code, the code of education, at school level, there are 3 teachers for 100 students. If we divide it, it becomes 1 teacher for 40 students. Honestly speaking, if we visit the classrooms of our public sector schools, there is 1 teacher, but number of students exceeds 100. How we can expect, how we can think about the quality here. So far so, in our university, at university level, the resources, the facilities, the infrastructure most of the time does not meet towards the number of students. For example, in different labs, most of the universities have deficiency of their lab, deficiency of equipment. Their students visit other universities, other sister universities to conduct their practicals in lab. So, but in a nutshell, they are producing number of graduates, which graduates who had never their own labs at their place where they were admitted, where they were enrolled for that very much program. User perspective. It's all about the fitness for intended to use. The consumer who have to use the things, who have to use that production, it should suit him, it should fit for him, it should be uh, not expensive, it should be suitable. So this perspective is also kept in mind when it is being watched, then quality management is a practice. Similarly, value perspective, quality versus price. Might have some extraordinary quality, but at the same time, price might be triple time or four time. No people will buy that. No people will be, people will be facilitated. So both of these things should be compatible. The consumer should be able, these things should be made able to the reach of the consumer. Manufacturing perspective, conformance to the specifications. If the production is according to the specifications, if specifications are confirmed, the manufactured product is of quality, is good quality. The people working on this are quality managers, so they have to look after all these things. Customer perspective. Quality management supports the process that their production should be customer oriented. Explicitly, they take care of what each customer thinks. So they produce such production that is suitable to the customer. Process and product factors. Very interestingly, in the different perspectives, we have seen that there is a correlation between process and product. So these both factors should be kept in mind. If both of these factors being watched, then the management is doing quality management. The outcomes are maximized among the trainees in terms of development of necessary skills, values, and attributes. Similarly, process is particular course of action intended to achieve our desire. Outcome is towards trainees their skill and values and attributes, but process is towards the course of action that is achieved or desired. For both of these strategies are made. Those are known as the instructional strategies. What includes instructional strategies? There is appraisal staff development programs, resource mobilization and financial management also have an impact on quality management. It is a management model with its emphasis on leadership, strategy, teamwork, rigorous analysis, and self assessing with universal message. So keeping all these things in view, in uh, mind, in practice, production might be of good quality. Here are some suggestions for improvement. Personality development programs can be conducted to improve the quality management. Managers looking after quality should be connected with international quality assurance certificate, time to time accreditation, develop, apply, measure, and institutionalize standards for teachers' professional development. It's very necessary in the system of education for teacher education, especially teacher professional development should be carried out throughout the career. Create professional development opportunities that promote teacher collaboration. Accordingly, provide teacher with ongoing support. If ongoing support is with them, department and resources are at their disposal, their efficiency, their skill, their their classroom interactions can reach at good level of quality. So their production, that is the student, will learn of good quality. Ultimately, the ultimate motive of institution or school or education system is the learning teaching system should be of good quality. Invest in high quality teachers, teacher education to appoint efficient teachers. Build instructional leadership at all levels of the educational system. That is basically the role of director, role of principal, role of manager of that institution. Use information and communication technology to provide access to content professional development. Like nowadays we have to do, and we are going, and our at country level, HEC, digital library, and other resources are available for us. Healthy competition, policy makers, implementation, effectiveness, moral values, well, all these can improve the quality management. I can conclude from about all components that quality is self-motivated. If we are motivated and determined, then quality can be managed in higher education. So where there is a way, there is a will. Where there is a will, there is a way. This slide has been borrowed from a university I earlier stated in introduction slide, and content used here is taken from these four sources. You can visit them and download the book as well. If you do have any question, you may write me on a chat on Classroom, Google Classroom. Your comments, your questions, your queries are always welcome. Thank you and Allah.